for me. Win, Maine. 239. Place the heel of one shoe against the instep of the other for 3 nights in a row. You will dream of your future husband. Franklin, Massachusetts. 240. On Friday night, after getting all ready for bed, roll your petticoat up, and before lying down, put it under your pillow, repeating this verse. This Friday night, while going to bed, I put my petticoat under my head, to dream of the living and not of the dead, to dream of the man I am to wed. The color of his eyes, the color of his hair, the color of the clothes he is to wear, and the night the wedding is to be. Rock Hall, Maryland. Letters of the alphabet. 241. Write names on 3 pieces of paper. Throw them up in the air in the dark, feel for one, put it under the pillow, and in the morning look at it to see the name of the man you are going to marry. Salem, Massachusetts. 242. Put pieces of paper, each one bearing 1 letter of the alphabet, in water face down, and place them under the bed. Those turned up in the morning are the initials of your future husband. Prince Edward Island and Northern Ohio. 243. Write the names of several men friends, each on a slip of paper. On 3 successive mornings choice is made from these. If the name drawn is always the same, it is the name of your future husband. If the lot falls differently every morning, you will never be married. 244. Write 2 names of possible lovers. Cross out the common letters. Touch the uncrossed letters, repeating in turn love, friendship, hate, and the last uncrossed letter will indicate the state of the heart. Prince Edward Island, St. John, New Brunswick, and Northern Ohio. Midnight. 245. Go out at midnight and walk around a peach tree, repeating, low for a foreigner, bark for a near one, crow for a farmer, screek tree, screek if I'm to die first. Quaker Neck, Maryland. 246. Eat an apple at midnight before the glass, saying, whoever my true love may be, come and eat this apple with me, while holding a lamp in the hand. Your true love will appear. Win, Maine. 247. Set the table in silence for 2 at 11 o'clock p.m. with bread and butter and silver knives and forks. 2 girls sit down at 12 and say, whoever my true love may be, come and eat this supper with me. Win, Maine. Plants. 248. Take beans in the hand, go out of doors and throw them against the window. The first man's name that you hear spoken is the name of the man you will marry. Connecticut. 249. Put 3 raw beans in your mouth. Go out of doors, stand in front of someone's window and listen. The first man's name you hear spoken will be either that of your future husband or of the one having the same name. Salem, Massachusetts. 250. If a piece of brush or briar sticks to the dress, name it. If it drops, the lover is false. If it sticks, he is true. Northern Ohio. 251. Blow seeds from the dandelion until none remain, counting each puff as a letter of the alphabet. The letter which ends the blowing is the initial of the name of the person the blower marries. 252. Rub your hands in sweet fern. The first one you shake hands with afterward is your true love. Prince Edward Island. 253. Wear a piece of fern in the top of your shoe, and the first person you meet you will marry. New Hampshire. 254. Take a live forever leaf, squeeze it to loosen the inner and outer skin. If it makes a balloon as you blow into it, you will be married and live a long time. If it does not, you will be an old maid. St. John, New Brunswick. 255. Stick a piece of live forever up on the wall, and in whatever direction it leans, the lover will come from that quarter. Miramichi, New Brunswick. 256. Take 2 shoots of live forever and pin them together on the wall. If they grow towards each other, the couple will marry. If away, they will become estranged. Nantucket, Massachusetts, and Western Massachusetts. 257. Break off a piece of dodder or love vine and twirl it round the head 3 times and drop it on a bush behind you. If it grows, the lover is true. If not, he is false. Tennessee. 258. Twist a mullein stalk nearly off after naming it. If it lives, he or she loves you. If not, not. Newton, Massachusetts, and Tennessee. 259. After proceeding as above, count the number of new shoots that spring up, if any. The number shows how many children will result from the marriage. Greene County, Missouri. 260. Put a pea pod with 9 peas over the door. The first one who comes under it you will marry. New England. 261. Pluck 3 thistles in bloom, cut off the purple part, and put the remainder of the flower in water overnight, after naming. The one that blooms out overnight you will marry. St. John, New Brunswick, and Northern Ohio. 262. Saturday night, walk round a tall white yarrow 3 times, saying, good evening, Mr. Yarrow. I hope I see you well tonight, and I trust I'll see you at meetin' tomorrow. Then pluck the head, put it inside the dress, and sleep with it. The first person you meet with to speak to at church will be your husband. Deerfield, Massachusetts. Ring. 263. Suspend a ring by a hair from the finger. Let it swing over a tumbler. The number of strokes against the side of the tumbler indicates the number of years of age of the future husband. Prince Edward Island. 264. Hang a gold ring over a glass of water, from a hair, saying the name of some man. If the ring strikes the side of the glass 3 times, you will marry him. Willimantic, Connecticut. 265. Put 3 saucers on the table, and walk round it blindfolded 3 times. Then put a finger in the saucer. 1 saucer contains a gold ring, 1 soapsuds, and 1 is empty. Repeat twice, making 9 in all. If one touches the ring, she will marry an unmarried man. If the suds, she will marry a widower. If the empty one, she will be an old maid. The one touched 2 out of 3 times is the fate. Central Maine. 266. If a piece of wedding cake is passed through a ring and put in the left stocking, then placed under the pillow and slept on 3 nights running, you will dream of your lover, or he or she will come to you. New England. Stars. 267. If you look at a bright star intently before retiring, you will dream of your sweetheart. Alabama. 268. Count 9 stars for 9 successive nights. If a rainy or cloudy night intervene, the charm is broken and the project must begin again. The person you dream of on the 9th night will be your future partner in life. Prince Edward Island. 269. Count 9 stars for 9 consecutive nights, and the person you dream of the last night is your intended. Prince Edward Island and Alabama. 270. Count 9 stars for 9 nights in succession, and the first young gentleman with whom you shake hands is to be your future husband. Eastern Massachusetts. 271. For 3 successive nights, look out of the window and name 3 stars. Walk to bed backward and without speaking. The one you dream of 2 nights out of 3 will be your husband. Central Maine. 272. Have someone call a star which you have picked out by the name of a young man. The next time you meet this man, if his face is towards you, he loves you. If his side, he likes you. If his back, he hates you. Province of Quebec and Bedford, Massachusetts. Tea leaves. 273. After drinking tea, turn the cup upside down. Whirl it round 3 times. Set it down in the saucer. Whirl again. Take it up. Turn right side up and look at the grounds. If all are settled in the bottom of the cup, you will be married right off. If they stay on the side, the number of grounds will be the number of years before marriage. The fine dust in the bottom means trouble, a wish, a letter, or a journey. Somewhat general in the United States. 274. Take a bow, a little stem from the tea, and put it in your shoe. The first man you meet you will marry. St. John, New Brunswick. 275. Sticks of tea in the teacup denote beau. Name them and bite them, and the hardest loves you best. Massachusetts. Walking abroad. 276. Go to walk and turn back. The first man you meet you'll marry. Massachusetts. 277. If you walk the length of 7 rails of a railroad track, the first man that speaks to you after you get off will be your future husband. Bedford, Massachusetts. 278. Take a looking-glass and walk backward to the wall, and you will see your future husband's picture. Nashua, New Hampshire. 278. If you walk with a gentleman for the first time, and have on new shoes and go over a bridge, you will marry him. Eastern Massachusetts. 280. If a young woman walking into a strange place picks up 3 pebbles and puts them under her pillow, she will marry the young man she dreams of. Carbonear, Newfoundland. 281. Run 3 times around the house, and on the 3rd round a vision of your husband will rise before you. Alabama. Water. 282. Float 2 cambric needles on water and name them. If they float together, they'll marry. If they float apart, they won't marry. Petite Kodiak, New Brunswick. 283. Girls prepare basins of dirty and of clean water. If a blindfolded girl puts a stick with which she reaches about into the dirty water, she will marry a